Dear parents, welcome to the first ever virtual exhibition 2020. The theme for this year's exhibition is the flavors of India. Tucked in the northeastern part of our incredible nation is mesmerizing and mystical Meghalaya. Poignantly similar, yet strikingly different, its existence adds yet another flavor to this scrumptious dish called India. Now, let's meet Meghalaya. My people either call me Kabri Oo, Hinyu Trek, Hinyu Skum, or the Khasi Jaintia and Garo Hills, while others have named me as the abode of clouds. For a few who love my gentle slopes, I am known as the Scotland of the East. Well, what is there in a name? I have an array of beautiful vistas, mountain ranges, lush green valleys, cascading rivers, and of course, the magnificent waterfalls. Yes, my dear friends, I truly am a geologist's paradise. And that's not all. Weaving their way under my gently sloping hills is a network of about 1700 limestone and sandstone caves that stretch over 491 kilometers. All this and a lot more. So, friends, I beckon each one of you to come and be part of this exciting journey and let nature nurture you for a while. Before I take you on this journey, let me tell you how I was born. It is believed that at the time of Himalayan origin, due to force exerted by the northeastward movement of the Indian plate, a huge fault was created between the Rajmahal Hills and the Karbi Meghalaya area. This led to the rise of a landmass between these two parallel faults to form the Meghalaya Plateau. The official history of the Earth has a new chapter, and I am in it. Geologists have divided 4.6 billion years of the Earth's existence into slices of time. Each slice corresponds to significant happenings, such as the breakup of continents. According to the scientists, when the Meghalyan age began, that is 4,200 years ago, there was a sudden drought worldwide and the temperature dropped. And because of this, many major civilizations of the world were destroyed. This designation comes after the studies of stalagmites from one of my caves, Prem Mamalu, in the Khasi Hills. But my caves hide a lot more secrets. Take, for instance, clues to the fact that I was actually an island about 3.5 billion years ago. I was also once filled with large mangrove forests. I had coral reefs, limestones which eroded and deposited underwater, while rivers from the inland brought sand to the coast, building up sandstone and burying mangrove forest, which through a long process of decaying transformed into coral beds. Isn't it fascinating? Do you ever wonder why I am named Meghalaya, the abode of clouds?
My three hills form a funnel shape. The southwest monsoon winds from plains of Bangladesh are forced to rise over this barrier. As a result, humidity increases and orographic clouds develop and cause heavy rainfall. This has earned me the fame of receiving the highest rainfall in the world and also the name of abode of clouds. So you see my physiographical features, abundant rainfall, salubrious climate, and fertile soils favor high species diversity and support abundance of natural forest wealth.
Nature plays a very important role in the lives of my people. They are connected to nature because of their myths and traditions. People here do not have temples. For them, the entire nature is a temple, and they worship trees, groves, forests, and rivers as deities or as the places in which God resides. The sacred groves known as Lau Kin Tung locally are the tracts of virgin forests that are left untouched by the local inhabitants
and are protected by the local people due to their culture and religious beliefs.
Today, such groves are well preserved only in Mont Blanc and Mouse wine. It is interesting to know that till date in some sacred groves, people are not allowed even to pluck twigs of plants, use wire or steel, wear shoes or slippers, take photographs or attend a religious call. These forests are filled with many rare, endangered and threatened plant species, including some rare medicinal and aromatic plants. I am a living example of the strong symbiotic relationship between my forests and the indigenous tribal population.
These forests provide the tribal people a wide spectrum of life sustaining products such as food, medicine, shelter, housing, agricultural implements, musical instruments, besides having a strong cultural link. I am richly endowed with the bamboo forest and have 36 species of bamboo. Bamboo craft is central to the daily lifestyle of the people of Meghalaya, and it is used to make traditional baskets, sieves, furniture, as well as innovative bamboo products, ensuring sustainability and providing a means of livelihood to the people.
Allium sativum, Curcuma longa, Piper nigrum, Lycopodium clavatum. The names may sound exotic, but these are scientific names of very common plants, some of which you have definitely seen and used. Significantly, these floras are abundant in the natural ambience of Meghalaya. Traditional healers of the region have been using these plants for centuries with effective results.
The Lacedome turmeric found in these hills are high in curcumin, which is between 7 to 12% as compared to 2 to 3% found in most varieties of turmeric. Another unique plant endemic to Meghalaya is the insectivorous pitcher plant, popularly known as Racot. The dried roots of this plant are powdered and applied on skin for curing various skin diseases. Now meet the beautiful state flower, the Venus slipper, known by their local name Knop Maulang, with slipper-shaped pouches which are colorful and bright to attract and trap insects. These are greatly considered as symbols of luck and prosperity and find themselves useful in many rituals performed by certain tribal communities of Meghalaya.
These forests are home to some unique animals. The clouded leopard, which is the state animal of Meghalaya, is the smallest of the big cats. A vulnerable species, they are hunted for the trading of their claws, teeth, and skin, which are used in Asian medicines or as decorations.
The Shillong bubble nest frog was once in abundance and is now classified as critically endangered. The distinctive feature of this frog is that the males have large vocal sacs. Listen to the elaborate calls, commonly referred as the gibbon song or full log gibbon, which can be heard up to 2 kilometers away.
The hula gibbons play a vital role in the ecosystem as they are fruit eaters and help in regeneration and growth of the forest by dispersing seeds and acting as natural pollinators. Alas, these two are endangered. Now, for some good news.
In a recent expedition, the world's largest cavefish was discovered in the Omladao cave of Jantia Hills, and it is by far the largest subterranean fish, measuring 1.5 feet. Adorable, curious, and extremely lazy, the red panda is another endangered animal found in the Balpakram National Park. The Balpakram National Park, the land of perpetual winds, is famous for its forest-covered canyon-calm gorge and numerous geophysical formations, which is often compared to the Grand Canyon National Park in the USA. It is home to rare species of flora and fauna and marine fossils. Have you ever walked on the living bridges? The living bridges found here are an extraordinary marvel of botanical architecture and can be 100 feet long. These bridges are made from the roots of the rubber tree, Ficus elastica. They take 10 to 15 years to be fully functional and can support the weight of 50 or more people at a time.
Meghalaya has a variety of indigenous fruits that are high in their nutritional content and even medicinal value. This area is known as one of the centers of origin of various citrus species, among which the Khasi mandarin is the most economically important one and plays a vital role in the socio-economic development of the people in this region.
Come to Meghalaya and you will be offered kwai, which is areca nut and betel wine. Everyone bonds over kwai. It is believed that the betel nut is supposed to remove the disparity between the haves and have-nots. The betel nut dust is a great social leveler. Let me now introduce you to the tribes who inhabit my land. The Khasis and Jaintias migrated from somewhere in the Cambodia region and the Great Plains of the Mekong River. The Garos, on the other hand, are believed to have inhabited a province of Tibet named Taurus, from where they trekked onto the north bank of Brahmaputra to reach my hills. After they settled here, they practiced agriculture and various types of mining, sand, limestone, and coal for their livelihood. Gradually, as time passed, they learned the art of weaving and pottery as well. Khasi and Jaintia speak the only surviving dialect of the Mon-Khmer Plaung dialects prevalent in Burma and Indochina. The Garos speak a language of Tibeto-Burman origin which is very close to Bodo and Dimasa spoken in Assam. An interesting fact to note is that none of these tribal languages had a written form until the advent of Christian missionaries in the early 19th century.
Another unique feature of these tribal communities here is the matrilineal system, where the family lineage is passed on to the mother's clan line or kur, and the youngest daughters or the khaddo residents of the ancestral property. The child receives the mother's last name, and the maternal uncle is highly respected and protects the family. The women are the primary caregivers and men the bread earners. Let us see the customs and social practices of these tribes. Naming ceremony. This ceremony takes place with many rituals that are performed, and it ends with a prayer to God who they call Ublai. In the ceremony, the presence of both the paternal and maternal sides of the family is a must. The priest takes the skull while calling out a name for the child, pours a mixture to see if it coagulates, and sticks into the mouth of the skull. If it does, the name is suitable for the child. If not, another name is and the procedure is repeated. Can a name be a musical tune? Let us find out more about this in this clip.
Instead of calling Rotel, you can call me by these tunes. Cuckoo, cuckoo, cuckoo. That is my Jingoya Bay, and that is the calling where each and everyone in the village, they know me by that calling. alive, these songs also remain with us. But once anybody dies, means they die along with the songs. We don't use it anymore.
The marriage ceremonies of the Khasis and Jaintiyas are similar. There are three types of wedding ceremonies, the most popular one being Kalam Do. The morning of the wedding begins with a prayer at the bride's house. The relatives are welcomed in a traditional way by smearing mustard oil on their foreheads. The ceremony begins with the dialogue of two Siangs, the maternal uncles. All the rituals are performed and prayers are said to bless the couple and the union of the two families. The groom then shifts and lives in the wife's house. In the Garo marriage, it is the girl who proposes a match to the boy. After the consent is given by both sides of the family, a ritual is performed. They strongly believe in exogamy, which means that marriages are not allowed within the same clan, and akin. According to this, a man or a woman who has once contracted marriage will never be free to remarry a person of another clan, even after the death of his or her spouse. Death is inevitable. The people here too bid their loved ones by following and observing some rituals and ceremonies. They cremate the dead body and follow a ritual called Kayab Kado. Early morning, the rice are sent in order to pay respect to Mother Earth, and the priest place various objects for the rituals. 7 pieces of cloth are put on the corpse, and then the body is wrapped in a bamboo mat. The priest sprinkles rice and water on the coffin, bidding the deceased to go in peace. For the Garos, death is believed to be a transition. It is not the end because of their belief in rebirth. Thus, there are a lot of elaborate rituals in the funeral and post-funeral ceremonies. We have got a glimpse of my people's social customs. Let us now know something about the dress and costumes.
The people here love to dress and adorn themselves with fine colorful clothes for various occasions. The traditional costumes are worn on festivals, and each tribe boasts of a very distinct style. But one thing that is common in the ladies' costume is that they are not stitched but are either wrapped or pinned on both shoulders, whereas the Khasi and Jaintia men wear dhoti and a sleeveless coat. The Garo men wear only a short wrap around and go bare chested. Both men and women love to adorn themselves with jewelry. The Khasi and Jaintia wear jewelry made of gold, silver, and coral. The Garos use special beads and silver. With the passage of time, the traditional dresses evolved can be seen in these pictures, and each is worn differently and has a special name.
These costumes are made from a rich variety of hand-woven textiles with unique characteristics using eri, muga, and mulberry silk threads. The influence of nature can also be seen in the textiles and design. The spinning and weaving here is the exclusive monopoly of women and a means of livelihood for the local communities. Snag embroidery, traditionally done on eri silk, is an art form unique to the Cherrapunji region. Now let us have a glimpse of the festivals of these tribes that are celebrated with much gaiety and fanfare.
Shatsuk is a significant festival of the Khasi tribes celebrated in the month of April every year. It is also called the Festival of Blissful Souls. It is an agrarian festival and celebrates the optimism for the coming year. Behtir Kram is the festival of the Jaintia tribes, celebrated annually in July after the sowing season. It is like an appeasement to the gods to ensure that the harvest will be bountiful. It is also observed as an appeal made to the gods to ward off any diseases. The colorful and artistically decorated ruts that can be seen in the pictures are about 30 to 40 feet tall structures made out of bamboo. These bamboo poles are thrown into a pool of water after the procession as an offering to the gods. Mangala Festival, also known as a Hundred Drums Festival, is the most popular festival among the Garos. It is a harvest festival held in the honor of Saljong, the sun god of fertility. The festival marks the harvesting of crops. It also signifies the onset of winter. Let us now explore the musical instruments that make music for these dances.
The musical instruments are made from bamboo, wood, and animal hide. They are of different types, sizes, and styles, and are locally made. This shows the artistic skills of these tribes. Some of them are kabom, nakra, which is a large kettle drum made of wood and deer hide. Twitara, a stringed instrument made of wood and muga silk strings which is played with a little wooden key. Katag muri is a wooden pipe instrument which is played like a flageolet. Kabisli is a flute made of bamboo. Festivals and celebrations are never complete without a feast. Let us now get a taste of the gastronomical delights of my people. Jado is the most famous Khasi and Jaintia dish. It is made with rice and pork or chicken, somewhat like a biryani. Tungrabai is a popular dish among the Jaintias. It is a chutney made from fermented soya beans, boiled and chopped pork, black sesame, ginger, onions, and other spices. Dokle is a boiled meat salad, while dok nayo is a meat cooked with black sesame seeds.
The Garo's taste buds are similar to the Khasis and Jaintia. They enjoy nakam bichi or dry fish. Do'o kappa is a chicken made in Garo style. Wangchi is Garo yeast. It is made mostly by women. Its smell is similar to that of fern leaves and it is used in making rice beer. Minil songa is a sticky rice which is cooked in fresh bamboo. There is also a variety of tea time snacks called kapu. They are made from rice and are mostly steamed or baked. Potharo, Pumaloi, Puklin, Pusla, and Puddo are a favorite amongst them. A special red tea, Sha Sao or Lal Cha, is served with these snacks.
That's not all. Regarding the belief that people here eat only non-vegetarian food, let me tell you that's not true. My meals offer to my people a wide variety of plants that they consume as vegetables and salad. The people of the hills are skilled craftsmen too. Traditional wood and bamboo crafts, which have been there since a long centuries in the past, are practiced till today. Sakwari is famous for its black clay pottery. The women don't use pottery wheels but rely on their bare hands and wooden tools to cut, place, and shape their products. Unique ingredient called the green serpentine stone found only in the Samvali is used. The original tribal religion of the Khasis and the Jaintias is known as Niamtre. They believe that their religion is God given and comes to this world by His decree. Garos, on the other hand, don't believe in an all-powerful supreme god. They follow a religion called Somsarai, which is a mixture of pantheism and Hinduism. Their supernatural world consists of a number of spirits, which act and behave like human beings, but they have no shape. These spirits fall into two categories: spirits embodying the natural forces and spirits who cause illnesses. Many members of these tribes have converted to Christianity, which was first introduced in the middle of the 19th century. This has caused tremendous change in the tribe's social structure. Nonetheless, the old religious beliefs and social structures still exist.
Today's Hills is a must, and here are a few guidelines to help you plan your trip. The various means to reach these beautiful hills. The most ideal time to visit is from September to November. Besides the traditional and religious festivals, people here celebrate and thank Ka, Meiram Au, or Mother Nature for the many gifts she has blessed them with. The Cherry Blossom Festival, the Orange Festival, and the Jackfruit Festival are some of the few popular ones loved and enjoyed by the people.
My people believe that life is a beautiful melody. They are gifted with an amazing music talent. This has earned me the name as the rock capital of the country. Various rock concerts are organized throughout the year on my slopes, some in memory of my people's favorite singers and bands. These include Bob Dylan, Elvis Presley, Bob Marley, to name a few. Not to forget the Shillong Chamber Choir, which made headlines when they won India's Got Talent in 2010. My hills are alive not only with the sound of music but also offer you a wide variety of adventurous activities that will surely excite and enthrall you.
Caving. Once inside the cave, you can explore miles of unseen gems of nature.
Boating in the cleanest river. Snorkeling is a beautiful place where the serene Ummigot River flows. You can enjoy various water sports here. Visit Knocknam. This river island has a beautiful sand beach and offers a lot of different activities ranging from basking in the sun, boating, fishing, and camping. Explore the cleanest village, Modern Law. Here, a community initiative mandates that all residents participate in cleaning up the village. Get awed by the many breathtaking and majestic waterfalls that abound in the state. Orchidarium and botanical gardens. Be surrounded by colors and beautiful smells in the orchidarium that is home to many varieties of orchids.
We have with us Mrs. Bijoya Savian, an eminent author from Meghalaya, who will tell us more about the indigenous religion of the Khasi and Jaintia people.
Good day. That's how we greet each other in Meghalaya. It means God bless you. I'm happy to be here to be talking to you about Nyam Khasi, the religion of the Khasis in Meghalaya. It's called Nyam Khel among the Jains. It's very similar, except for certain rituals and festivals. We believe in Ukraine, one God, imageless and formless, omnipotent, omniscient, omnipotent. There are only three main ceremonies among the Khasis: naming, marriage, and the last rite. When certain pujas are performed, otherwise prayer for us means every good thought, every good deed, and every good word we do. So we can pray every minute, every time, and everywhere. Every home is a temple. That's why we keep our homes very clean, scrupulously, and every inch of the earth is prayer worthy. Respect is very important. Respect for all God's creations, animate and inanimate. All the people of the world, irrespective of caste, creed, color, and class. And all the magnificent creations of God around us, which are so important for us. We must realize that. Like from the tiniest insect to the largest animal, to the smallest stream to the mightiest ocean, and from the tiniest blade of grass to the tallest tree, all parts of nature, an integral part of our existence. That's why we have sacred groves in the garden, where no tree is cut, not even a twig is removed. That is also part of worship. It is very important to attract trees as the source of fresh vegetable. When we hunt, we never hunt during the breeding season, and a prayer is offered for the hunt. We tell Mother Earth, may them that we come in joy and in jubilation, not destroy. This is all part of worship. The only form of community worship is actually during our after-harvest Thanksgiving dance held in April. It's called Shouts in the Plain, a dance of peaceful heart. And we thank God for all the blessings that He's showered on us, and also pray for a good year ahead. Good year, good health, prosperity, and joy. Our religion is based on 3 precepts. The Purta the Privdable, Kamayakaho. The Purta means know your maternal side and your paternal side. And we have a certain code of conduct which we must adhere to during times of celebration, bereavement, and every single day. Though we are a matrilineal society, respecting your paternal side is very important. Rumbling. The Brave the Blade literally translates to no man, no God. This means that you must recognize the divinity, the godliness within, to be able to connect with God. Otherwise, we can't know it. There's good and bad in all of us. Tap the good, nurture, connect with the good. Kamayakaha. We believe that we've come to this world to earn righteousness, to live a good life, so that we get God's blessings. That means Kamayakaha means to get God's blessings, and also it means to live a correct life, catching Him. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. Thank you so much, and I wish your event all success. Thank you. Kuble.
Thank you, Mrs. Savian, for such an insightful glimpse of the way of life of the people of Meghalaya. I hope readers realize that although different in many aspects, the common core values, the ethos and belief systems of the people of Meghalaya are very similar to those followed and revered by other communities across the country. Once again illustrating the idea that despite the apparent and superfluous differences, the inhabitants of this great subcontinent India remain one in spirit. Did you enjoy this virtual tour? I am sure you did. My hills and dales invite each one of you to come to me and get enthralled and mesmerized with many a tale to talk and write about. Kublai, Kublai, Mitela. Jai Hind. hope you enjoyed the presentation. I am Chaya Singh, a representative of the Priyasi class, and we worked with the B1s to guide them and help them organize this year's Founders Exhibition. Despite the challenges presented to us by COVID-19, VII Girls School has overcome all its difficulties and will be holding its annual Founders celebration with absolutely no compromise on its quality. It was a new experience, difficult yet fruitful, and this experience made us realize that once we put our minds into it, VII minds and our wonderful teachers can overcome anything. We worked with the B1s on their exhibition, aiding them wherever needed. First, we collected a plethora of information, putting our investigative skills to use. After we had the information, we sifted through it and chose the most relevant facts and information. Finally, we worked together to create beautiful, informative presentations, showcasing our creativity, intuitive, and imaginative skills. We present to you doodles made by our B1s, showcasing their experience of working on this exhibition. The exhibition, which we have presented on Meghalaya, also helped us realize that no matter how diverse the culture, no matter how different the facial features, no matter how unique the language, we are all united as Indians. Now, let everyone unite and rise together for a rendition of the national anthem by the very talented Shillong Chamber Choir.
जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तब शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तब जय गा